Hello, the greatest Agatha Mind family. How are you all doing? Thank you so dearly for always supporting us. I really appreciate. If today the first time you are coming across this wonderful, great family, or you are seeing my face for the first time, I still remain your one and only Agatha Progress, and I bring it to you back to back. Remember, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So let's dive into what is happening today, and I will be right back.
Nobody has no verdict, no judgment has been given in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at least for the military invasion of his home to kill people. But that's me. Why Sunday Igbo of yesterday just got his own conviction, his own verdict? That is what bothers me. So where are we getting it wrong? Where are we getting it wrong? Aloy Ejimakor filed his own, which I believe it was not long ago. It was not long ago that Aloy Ejimakor filed that case, and they have adjoined and all that. So why didn't we get judgment at least since 2017 till now? What is going on? Is our own court in Biafra land different? Is our own court different? Of course, we know it is different because it's in Nigeria. But what effort is being made? So if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not captured and brought to Nigeria, nobody will ask question. Nobody will ask whether what is the court, the case who filed. Nobody will ask, and it doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother you. But so the Igbo of this year have already gotten judgment. And when we talk, you begin to say we are putting eyes. We are doing this, we are doing that. But this is the right thinking. Every other person should be thinking. This is the right way to think. We are all in the same country. Nigeria is the same, at least the same constitution. Why would so the Igbo will get judgment and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is yet to get judgment since 2017? So it is something that should worry everybody. So like I said, the reason why I will be playing Falana video is because in law we like to make references. We like to make references. Let it not just be my own legal opinion. So we like to make references to those who are who are higher and who have distinguished themselves in legal profession. So we need to. It is good that I'm making references. So those who did not go to school to even do research, those who don't know anything about legal writing, they will not understand why I'm making all these videos and making reference to videos and all that. They will come and say, oh, you want to play the video of Falana, you want to do this, you want to do that, because they don't know it. These are the people who will come. The Biafra struggle has brought Simon Ekpa out, and everybody can talk Simon Ekpa. Some people are even saying, he married a woman because of paper. Hi, hello, man. If only you can check. If only you people can just look somebody's record, you will understand that. Europe can see Europe. Abroad can see abroad. I did not come to Europe to seek asylum like most of you. Most of you that are ranting today. I did not seek asylum in Europe. Okay, I moved to Europe. I didn't come to. In fact, before I moved to Europe, I have been traveling and traveling everywhere. Ask anybody that knows me. I've been traveling everywhere before I moved to Europe. I moved. I did not come to Europe to seek asylum like most of you. You come here, you abuse the system. You are there calling for head of people to be cut off, and you are fighting for freedom of your own people. They're the same people you are fighting the freedom. You are advocating for their head to be chopped. You know the crime you people are committing using social media. So that's it. And then this one is going to go off. Thank you. You have succeeded in increasing the number of viewers today. The only time you will not be blocked is when you come here and say Simon Ekpa is Mumu. So, Mr. Who are you? You don't even have a name. Mekino G. You are gone because you don't have a name. I was listening to what is his name? Mukedi. Is it what is the name? This traditional Mukedi. I was listening to traditional Mukedi one time. Yes, I moved to Europe. I said, I did not to seek asylum. No, I moved. I carried my bag and I moved to Europe. I did not come here from the back door. My gossip is not ordinary gossip. I gossip with the thing you ask. I'm gossiping. You'll be learning something. Okay. So, and it is not to say that it's just that some people will just come to social media because they don't know what they're going to talk anymore about Simon Ekpa. They will come and start talking rubbish. Say Simon Ekpa, woman is feeding you. Woman is. and the people that know me will be laughing at them. Look at this one. I say woman is feeding you. When do they take the woman? Somebody say I grow up in Opiweka. Hi, I like the if I don't grow up in Opiweka, wait again. Okay? Opiweka, if now Opiweka, I am collecting it, I receive it. I receive it. At least people that grow up in Opiweka. I don't speak water, sorry. People that grow up in Opiweka are strong people now. So I claim it. Ordinary person cannot grow up in Opiweka. So if it has got to the level, if it has got to the level of claiming that I grow up in Opiweka, I claim it. I claim it. So and let it be real, me business, let it be real. I grow up in Opiweka. So that you know how Opiweka hot now. We know the carry last. If I am carrying. So the Opiweka blood is still in me. I grew up in Opiweka. How many today here? Mad people everywhere. I told them, I don't see the strength of the evil ones. Let them come out and let them come out with their corruption and impunity. And they do saga on Simon Ekpa. Only after this broadcast, I will go and start sleeping. Tomorrow, all of them will be on social media. Simon Ekpa, and people will and my own gossip is that after, as I'm gossiping now, I am giving you something. It is not ordinary gossip. And then we will transit into the exposition. All right, let us go there. Here we go. You will recall that a couple of weeks back, the Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Abubakar Malami, did indicate that the cases of Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Adeyemo Sunday Igbo might be resolved politically. Exactly. In the case of Kanu, frankly speaking, charges can hardly be proved. One of the kinds is sedition. Sedition was pronounced illegal and unconstitutional in 1983 in the case of Upton Nwankwo and the state. Did you hear that? Sedition was pronounced unconstitutional in 1983. Listen, let me tell you. Before now, I, Simon Ekpa, have said it before Falana. So let it not be that, somebody will say, I am going to play Falana video. When Malami gave press statement explaining that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu embarked on subversive campaign against Nigerian government, I addressed it immediately. I told Malami, you got it wrong. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not embark on subversive campaign, and apart from that, subversive campaign, you can't sentence or charge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or sentence him in Nigeria court for subversive campaign. It has been abolished by Nigerian law. That is what this man has come to say after how many weeks of when I said that thing. So I am not here. You see, I contribute my legal knowledge to international law journals. So it is not just this. I'm not just, because you see me, I am shouting for Biafra. This one, that it is my responsibility because nobody will shout for Biafra for me, and because I want to make name. I want my name to be in history of people that follow and join Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. That is why I'm here, and I'm putting everything I can, including stepping on toes without looking face. So when you listen to them and they say, "Oh, you want to play video?" I am playing the video because it is part of my job. I want to make reference to it because if I am saying it, for those who already developed the hatred of Simon Ekpa is like time bomb to them. Once they hear the name Simon Ekpa, they will be getting running stomach. So I don't need to somebody say I did not put my candle. Yes, I will put candle tomorrow. I will put candle tomorrow. Okay. Somebody say I'm talking too much. Look at them. Someone is talking too much. The same way you told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is talking too much. So I'm learning from that. Some of you also told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu he's talking too much. In fact, before the ESN was launched, I know how many attacks you people are unleashing on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Where is our defense money? Is it not from IPOB members? The people that were asking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where is our defense money? Are they not IPOB members? So what are you talking? When they come and talk like this, if you don't know the history, you think they are, you think that they know what they are doing. These are the same IPOB Nikompoop members accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of embezzling defense fund. The same way they accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of embezzling Radio Biafra transmitter. So people don't understand what is going on. These same people you see here, some of them. This Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they accuse him. The people that are under him, right there, accuse him of embezzling money. To the extent, in fact, that was what led to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu arrest in the first place. These same IPOB people, they push Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, push him to the extent that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to come to Nigeria to prove that the transmitter. In fact, let me tell you people's story about the transmitter before I go into this analysis, because it is good that sometimes you people will hear fact, because you may not be watching every other broadcast other people are making. These same people in IPOB accused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of embezzling money for transmitter. But do you know what happened? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent this transmitter to Nigeria. The custom impounded it. Nigeria custom impounded the transmitter. And the people, some people had knowledge. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu briefed them that custom has impounded this transmitter. They said, no, you have eaten the money. You ate the money. You got this. You got that. Hey, you have embezzled our money. We are going to do this. Hey, this thing caused war within IPOB. They did not believe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These people you see today, they level all manner of allegation against him. You see, now look at him. I want you people to look at him again. Now he is not interested. He's no longer interested in hearing the story. This is somebody who say you talk too much. And when I begin to address him or her, he now change it. Simon, let's go to analysis. And any more stupid comment, you will be blocked because your name doesn't even sound like a Biafran. So maybe your account created by Fulani to cause confusion. Look at the person. now you don't want me to talk about it. You want us to go to analysis. We are not going to go to analysis. We are going to give people, for people who don't have knowledge about the impurity of these members, some members of IPOB who are still intact today and at large, running this movement backward for the reason best known to them. They accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of embezzling the money for transmitter. Now, let me tell you the story what happened. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told these people that custom in Nigeria impounded it. They didn't believe. So what happened? It happens that custom begin to sell those containers and goods on auction. Somebody want to buy it. Somebody want to buy it. And IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, bought that transmitter. What I'm telling you is already public, so don't tell me to stop. It is in public, only that you didn't listen to it. It was because of that transmitter that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, because of the way the IPOB, the sellout in IPOB didn't trust Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So why are you calling me name today? It is not a new thing. But this is just the story of what led to arrest of many people, not only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That particular transmitter led to the arrest of many strong IPOB members. You see, you know about it. I will be showing your comment now. You know about it, but you come here to tell me I talk too much. It is the same people like you are the problem in the struggle. You know about it. And you come here, you talk too much. Is it not the same too much that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to bring me to struggle? It is by talking too much. This struggle is economic according to them. I know about it, okay? You know about it. So what led to it, if you know about it? And did you people call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu criminals? All of you accused him. But he was telling you that I did not eat this money. He was telling you I did not embezzle this money. Custom seized this transmitter. You people didn't believe. Today you have come to do the same thing to me. If I thought, Nigeria government has paid him money, one thing that is surprising me is the kind of the brain these people have. Can you imagine that somebody will come to say that Simon Ekpa is collecting money from Nigeria government, or that the Nigeria government paid Simon Ekpa? You can imagine that kind of thinking. And Simon Ekpa will be doing this damage to the Nigeria government, and Nigeria government is paying him to sabotage IPOB. It is quite unbelievable. And some people are believing it. That Simon Ekpa is double agent, Nigeria agent. People believe it. that the Nigeria government is paying Simon Ekpa to come and destroy IPOB by exposing the government, exposing all the corruption, by naked them in the international community, by talking all manner of things against the government with fact. And the government will turn around to pay me. Because the same way they abuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, accuse. Even till today, some people are still accusing him. Till today, they are still asking, where is defense for? Where is defense for? Today. Let us continue.
So I don't know, I can't see how some of those charges will stand in law. So the choice before the government is to have this matter resolved politically. In the case of Sunday Igboho, the government has not filed a request in the Benin Law Court for its extradition. So I believe the government is also taking its time to resolve this matter politically. Also, that the High Court in Oyo State has said that organizing rallies to demand for exercise, demand for self-determination is not illegal under our law. So,
you see, in Oyo State, court is already giving judgment, verdict, that to ask for self-determination and rally is not illegal. The question I want to ask you now is that how many courts have declared IPOB protest not illegal in Biafra land? None. I don't, at least, if there is, I don't know. Has anybody gotten any verdict? Have anybody gotten any verdict since 2015 for the protest of IPOB in Biafra land? It's a question, a pertinent question I'm asking you. Have any court in Biafra land pronounced that protesting for self-determination is not a crime under Nigeria law? When did the Oduduwa start? We came together with them. You know. So when did they start? But as I'm talking to you today, there is already a valid legal document that protesting is not legal in Nigeria. It's not illegal in Nigeria. Not just protesting, no, protesting for self-determination. The court pronouncement says protesting for self-determination is not illegal. But we started it. Have any court in Biafra land gave any verdict that IPOB protesting is not illegal? No. I am just telling you all this thing for you to understand what is going on. Somebody say it is wrong. It is destroying the IPOB leader. Listen, let me tell you. We cannot build this foundation on a chaff. Foundation for Biafra. It has to be white and whiter than snow. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if I fail to tell the truth and stand on the truth, irrespective of how you hate me, that is where I have failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You never can tell whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking at me as one of the men he's looking for. You never can tell. You never can tell whether this is a test. So why should I fall into the group of people that have been with him for decades and they are not counted as one of the 100 men? Why should I count and fall into a group of corrupt people that have seen corruption with my own very eyes? And you want me to fall in and allow things to happen, allow impunity to continue to strive? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out and take me as one of them. I don't want that. I want to stand on the truth and diligent, like he instructed me. If standing on the truth and diligent is what you see as fighting against the leadership, then so be it. But when he come out, every video I am making now, he is going to see it, and he will know whether what I am saying, I'm standing on the truth, or whether I'm standing on lies. So I don't want to be part of those who will be in the struggle for 10 years, and I am not worthy to be one of the 100 men. I don't want that. I don't want to be among the multitude. I want to be among those that will be part of the 100 men. That is what I'm fighting for. And if let him, listen, let me tell you, let him disappoint me. Let him. Is it not a disappointment? You can't speak for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where some of you are getting it wrong. Some of you are getting it wrong. You can't speak for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He doesn't, even if you like, go and talk to him or tell him Simon Ekpa has done this, he is going to take his time one day and watch some of my videos. I know him for that. I know him for that. So it is those of you, some of you, that will be disappointed at the end of the day. You will be disappointed. Because it is not who laugh first that matters most. And it is not the person that went to police that usually win the case. It is not the person that first go to police that usually win the case. I want you to understand that. It is not the person that first of all run to the police and call police to come and arrest somebody that usually win the case. Okay? So you can enjoy all your blackmailing and everything you say to Mazi. You can enjoy it while it lasts. That's when you come out. When you come out, you can go and tell him all manner of lies and enjoy that moment while it lasts. Because at the end of the day, what is written is written. That one you can't do it, and you can't do anything. What is written is written. If it is written that I am going to be part of those that will restore Biafra, you can't change it. What is written is written. But let me also tell you, for the very last time, I am standing on the truth. I am standing on the diligence. It's when you join the struggle. This person is a complete nigga. One more stupid question will block the person. Let us continue.
I believe the government has no choice but to resolve these matters politically. Also, that the IPOB could be said to have extended the only branch to the government with respect to the gubernatorial election just concluded in another state. If IPOB had not suspended hostilities in that state, there's no way you could have had the election.
So that is the fact. If they have not suspended the Anambra the seat at home, there is no way you could have had the election. But that one is already bygone. So I'm not going to comment on this.
I believe the government has taken cognizance of all the facts and circumstances of these cases and are therefore resolved to handle them politically. With respect to Section 174, the Attorney General does not need to take instructions from the President having regard to the state of law, because he has empowered him to discontinue any case at any state in the public interest. And this case suggests that the government has to intervene. If the Attorney General does not even exercise his power, the President can, under Section 175 of the Constitution, grant amnesty. And that has happened before. I defended Erioka, who was charged. I think it was a 62-count charge.
I want you to listen to this. This is where, because of this particular section of this video, that is where I have come to lecture this evening. Please, we want to bring somebody in. KC God, Simon, why twisting everything? So KC, please, can you come and tell us, the viewers, where what I have twisted and what I have twisted? Let us let the whole world hear you that I have twisted it. So I'm posting the link now to you to come and tell everybody where I have twisted, this thing. So I'm posting. Please, KC God, please, can you click on that link so you can come in to tell us what I'm twisting, please, for the sake of everybody, so we don't deceive anybody here. Just come and tell us what I am twisting. Very, very important. Very, very important. Mr. Twister, is that my own brother is here? Okay, you can don't verse for me. Yes, is that no? I did not. Why is everywhere full? I said only this KC God. You people will block him now from coming. Please, KC God, can you click the link and come to tell the viewers where I am twisting? I'll give you 1 more minute. 1 minute is even too much in this whole thing. But let me give you 1 minute. Can you come and tell us what I am twisting? so that we will not mislead people. I don't want to. I'm not a type of person that mislead person. I'm not seeing you. Can you click the link and come and tell me what I have done today to twist anything? Just tell me where I twisted. I'm still posting the link in case it goes up too much. You have more 10 seconds. You see, you have disappeared. That's what we do. That's why we are different. We always give you opportunity to come and we always give you opportunity to come so other people can learn from you. Even me, even myself. So that I can learn from you. Are watching this broadcast and you have not clicked the like button, go and hit the like button so that it will alert other. Okay, he ran away. Somebody said not disappeared, but he ran away. Okay, yes, he ran away. So where is him now? I believe he's still watching. Let him come and tell us. Because these people, this is what they do. When they go, you see now he's twisting everything. He's twisting it. Let him come and tell us what I've twisted in this broadcast. All right, let us continue. Because he didn't have the balls to come and tell us what we are twisting. Now, okay, he's here. Is it Casey Gold? All right. Good evening from here. Good evening from here, Casey Gold. You know what I talk? He has disappeared again or ran away. Okay, I'll be waiting for you again. I will be waiting for you. You did not write Casey Gold. You write Casey Gold. But I know you are the one. So come on, click the link again and come back. And tell me how I twisted it. Maybe you are the next person we are going to win your soul today. Our own is that you after talking to us, you can never remain the same. You can never ever remain the same. So come and get delivered. Come and get delivered. All right, let us continue as we are waiting for him. All right. So this is a place where I want you to pay emphasis on what this man said. I want you to pay attention on what he said.
62 can charge. We raised the primary objection against 59 of the 62 can charge. One. The remaining three, we also raised an objection. It was at that stage that the late President Umar Yar'Adua asked for political resolution. And so that was how we resolved that case. And the guy, Henry Oka, was quite influential among the militants. So he was the one that went from one camp to the other to preach peace. And that was how the Niger Delta militants decided to give peace a chance.
Now, this is where I am coming in. Do you understand that? What I want you to learn from this thing today is that Henry Oka did not, from the DSS or from the prison, ordered all the militants to cease fire, that we are negotiating peace. Henry Oka was given amnesty, was released, and then after they released him, he not began to go to the camps of the militant in Niger Delta to broker peace. That is where I am going. I'm not saying that we are going to stop Biafra. Of course, who is stopping Biafra? But I'm telling you that every activity, every agitation we are doing must continue. Because it is the only thing that the Nigerian government will understand. In addition to our elders who have done justice and they have done the right thing by going to request for unconditional release. Unconditional release. So we are supporting them. And that is why, why should I, anything that is about release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will support it. Irrespective of who, I am going to support it. Because I want him out. So even those who will say, amnesty this, I am supporting everything that will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. I don't care. If I will support everything that will bring him out. Nkem Chika. Is that good? Let me tell you. There was a story of an armed robber. They stopped a man on a highway and robbed him. After robbing him, they asked this man to run. The man started running. And then as he picked race, he started shouting, Nkem Chika, Nkem Chika, Nkem Chika. The robbers called him back. Come here, come back here. Bring everything you have. Which one is Nkem Chika? Bring everything. You still have something. The man said, yeah, you don't get anything. They started searching the man. They searched the man again, naked the man. The man, and after nakeding him, they didn't see anything. They thought that maybe the man have some check or maybe something, bigger than all the money they have collected. And they asked him to start running. The man started running again. He started shouting again, Nkem Chika, Nkem Chika, Nkem Chika. Ha. So the robbers called him back again. Come back here, Mr. Man. Which one? Can you explain to us which one is Nkem Chika, Nkem Chika? The man say, that you people have collected all my money. You have collected all my belongings, including my car. I have my life now. You did not collect it. So that life is better. So you can work with the robbers. They are robbers. So where we are now, only people with, only people that know how far will understand why I have taken this position of I don't care. I don't care anyhow they release him. But I know it doesn't need, amnesty. Of course, it does not need amnesty because there is no need for the amnesty. But I'm just saying that it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we know. It doesn't matter. So whether anyhow they want to release, but let them just release him. That's all. That is, of course, with what is happening, we believe that he will be released because there is no crime. He has not committed any crime. But why I'm playing this video is that when you listen to this man said that Yar'Adua considered giving political solution to Henry Oka case, and Henry Oka was released and granted amnesty, and it was only after that because he was so influential. He was so influential in the Niger Delta. So they released him, and what he did was to go to the camp of the militant and convince them to embrace peace. So it was not the other way around. It was not that convince the people first. The federal government did not grant Henry Oka amnesty with a condition that convince the militant force to stop the bombardment of pipeline and everything. Convince them. At least convince one group. Let them stop. They didn't start with that. Do you know what they did? They released him to go and tell people to stop the bombardment. It went like that and they succeeded. We cannot trust Nigerian government. What is the reason for capturing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Agitation. Okay? It is because of agitation. So if you capture him and the agitation stop, they have succeeded. So why are they releasing him? You understand? Only by Elohim intervention. So the only way that this whole thing will solve and solve once and for all is that our elders have gone, the president have received them. Let it not stop the agitation and the activities we are doing for Biafra restoration. Let us increase it. That is the only way our leader can now be released to come and quench the fire. We want our leader to come and quench the fire. And he can't quench it from the prison. He can't quench it from the DSS custody or dungeon. No, we don't want him to give order for anything to stop from the DSS dungeon. And we don't want to start doing this thing by intonation. Somebody say Elohim, we don't see Wahala. Yes, so Elohim does see Wahala. We don't want them, to always come and they say, stop this. Our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, stop that. And he's still in the DSS dungeon. How can we be going backward when we are in 2021, where everybody's brain is hot? In 2021, we are left with leadership that cannot understand coded language. And let me tell you, since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to Nigeria, he doesn't sleep with pillow. You see that thing you saw as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cried out. Let me reveal the secret to you today. It has been like that since the day he entered Nigeria. Go and mark it. What I'm telling you today, go and mark it. One day, you are going to hear the truth. Since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu entered Nigeria, he has been subjected to everything you saw on the list. It didn't start yesterday. I said since the day he entered Nigeria. But what do we get? We get something else. In a coded language, I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't want our people to feel so bad. So he is taking the pain of almost everybody. Believe me. He is taking the pain of everybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is taking the pain of everybody. Because if he's not taking the pain of everybody, this outcry will be coming every day of the visit. I am telling you. Go on, you see, every broadcast I make, you are going to save it. So save all of them. Save all of them. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not taking the pain of the entire Biafrans, every blessed visit should be an outcry. But the question is, why now? Why now? You see, I've already, like I've always said, nobody is to know it all, okay? But there are things that when you look at it, you know that it is just wrong. It is just wrong. We do not need to be comfortable. We are not supposed to be comfortable while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is incarceration. That is my opinion. We are not supposed to be comfortable. But look at it plain. Are we not comfortable? Are we not comfortable? We're comfortable. We are comfortable. Because the message is flying from left and right. We are comfortable. Because every day we hear our leader is in high spirit. We are comfortable. But we know it is not alright. So when all these things are, even if I'm saying it, even if he is in high spirit, we don't want to hear. Let us hear something that will make the Nigerian government to be hiding in shame. You understand? Let us be hearing. I don't know whether this person is referring to me, so whether or somebody else. But anyway, I will watch for the comment again. Ben Boxy. One funny thing is that all the people that are commenting this thing, they don't have their names. So we'll wait for the comment again for another comment to come from him and let me know who he's talking to, and he is gone. Okay, so I've said this thing before. I've said it before that we need to be telling how bad it is. How bad it is. That's what we need to be doing. How bad is the condition? We don't. Easy. Somebody like me, I don't want to know. I don't want to know how high spirit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. No, I want to know how bad. I want to know how bad the situation is, because that is what we have to push to the public. We don't need to be pushing to the public. Nigerian government is good. They are taking care of him. Nigerian government is look the way he is looking. Nigerian government is trying. Wow, they are feeding him. Even in the second court, all of them, they were saying, look at the way our leader is looking. Buhari is taking care of him. It becomes a topic. It becomes a topic. We don't want to hear that. That is my own opinion. I don't want to hear that. I want to be hearing how bad, just like that exact report, which is actually the fact, how bad the situation is to our leader in the SS dungeon. That is what I want to hear. I want to share it. I want to preach it to the world. How bad his condition is in the SS dungeon. That is the things that will change the perspective of people. When we continue to get message of in the high spirit, nobody will do anything. Everybody will relax, including the international community. They will say Nigerian human rights is very good.
In fact, at first, I thought about all this. I don't really know why the Nigerian government is just adjourning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Imagine Sunday Igboho, his case has been handled, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yet to even be talked about. Case that were taken to Umuahia. The same thing is going on right now. That is about the invasion of his residence 2017. So right now, those are some of the ways or some of the exposition that Simon Ekpa has already done. Thank you so dearly, everyone, for always tuning into this channel. I really do appreciate. Do well to share this video, like and subscribe if you haven't. I still remain your one and only Agatha Progress, bringing it to you live and direct. Credit to Simon Ekpa. See you when I see you. For me to you, I say bye.